All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a episode of Crazy Talk. I know this week that we were supposed to be joined by Rita Caceres, who is an amazing mental health advocate based in California. I think there might have been some crossed wires there, and I know last week he was on, and I totally messed up the text. So we're just having a little bit of bad luck with this, which is totally. I just wanted to jump on and give you a little bit of information about what I'm up to today. So today I go to the LP Fisher Public Library because that's where I'm recording right now. And in our crazy good news section, which is the new added recently in our crazy good news section, I want to let you know about a body image boot camp that I'm doing today in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Body image boot camp is an amazing that was created by myself and the Canadian Mental Health Association and the LP Fisher Public Library, particularly Jen Carson. We're in week 5, or I guess month 5, because it's once a month, of this program, and it's truly an incredible program. This week, we're talking about the Health at Every Size movement. The Health at Every Size movement is such an important, or was such an important part of kind of my development and my thinking around stuff like eating disorders and body image and all that kind of thing. About that today. So I just really want to give you, I guess, a brief rundown of the Health at Every Size movement. I am in no way speaking on the Health at Every Size movement. There's the Health at Every Size movement website and all that kind of stuff, but I have been for months now, or 4 months, and this is the 5th month, and we've been learning a lot of stuff about body image, and the Health at Every Size movement is really a way of and changing the way that we think about what bodies are healthy, right? And I'd be a big believer we don't necessarily owe health to anyone, and we don't necessarily owe health and so health, is a really great thing, but it's not the be all end all of our existence. But the Health at Every Size movement is really about saying that, like, fat body all sizes can be healthy, that health doesn't look or act in one particular way. Oh, we've got Brian King tuning in. Hi, Brian. Thank you so much for tuning into this special solo episode of Crazy Talk, kind of an unexpected solo episode of Crazy Talk. Brian, we are absolutely going to have you on the show sometime. For those of you who don't, absolutely incredible work with people with ADHD and Asperger's and that sort of thing. And he's just a really incredible if you're watching this, or if you're watching the recording and you're like, this sounds super interesting, that sounds like someone I want to get in touch with, I know he would love to hear from you. So the Health at Every Size movement is, for me, very much tied to the fat acceptance movement, whether or not that's like and I don't really speak on behalf of either of these movements. But for me, it's very much about going, the size of your body is not the most, A, your worth, B, your health, C, your, value as a person. It's not really a measure of any of those things, even though we have a society that tells you that in order to be healthy, you have to look and act in a certain way. So in today, a lot of really interesting sources. I'm pulling some quotes from Lindy West's book, Shrill, Notes by a Loud Woman. Incredible book that was recommended to me, and it's funny, and it's moving, and it's heartbreaking, and it's very, very informative. It's a really incredible book. She writes about how, the word fat doesn't have to be a bad word, right? And I've written about this before in some of my stuff on the Mighty and that sort of thing. I don't describe myself as a fat person because I think being fat is its own socio-political, and I really don't want to be seen as co-opting that experience or speaking on behalf of that experience when that's not necessarily an experience I've had. So the news, particularly in eating disorder circles, is chubby because I think it doesn't have that same connotation of having that socio-political kind but we don't have a lot of really good words when it comes to describing bodies. And how many times have I said this already in this in this video? But we live in a society where we really do shame and a lot of stigma and a lot of worth in the shapes of our bodies. And so, again, I don't think that necessarily health is the most important measure of. And I think that in and of itself is an idea that can be problematized. But to me, the health at every size movement is a very important part, conceptualize and teach about things like body image, things like eating disorders, things like fat phobia. I'm going to put a couple links in the comments about health at every size. If you are interested in getting more information about Body Image Bootcamp, I definitely encourage you to. Jen and I are working on it. We're tweaking it. We're doing all sorts of really interesting stuff and introducing a lot of really interesting. I really want to share with you. So if you're interested, I definitely encourage you to reach out. I also really encourage all of you to tune into next week's episode of Crazy Talk. I'm going to MLA for Fredericton South and leader of the Green Party in New Brunswick, David Kuhn. It's going to be an incredible show. I'm really, really looking forward to our episodes of Crazy Talk. It's going to go live on Saturdays or on Saturday at 12:30 Atlantic. And I really hope to. So sorry that this week might not have been necessarily what you expected, but I really just wanted to let you know kind of about the stuff that I'm working on right now and out there about the health at every size movement and like the incredible work that Linda Bacon has done and the incredible work that everyone associated with that movement has done, because it's changing stuff. So I'm going to put a couple links in the comments, and I really hope to hear back from you folks. So if you're watching this live, give us some loves. If you know someone who needs to hear about the health at every size movement, I encourage you to share this video. It's just a small hopefully then people can go on and learn more about it from the source itself. So again, I'm going to put some links in the comments. I hope everyone has a wonderful much for tuning in, and I will see all y'all next Saturday when I'm interviewing David Kuhn. All right, take care. Have a good one.